Welcome, KC Race Talk fans, and welcome to the new Checkered Flag Studios. Hey, it's been a busy couple weeks here in the studio trying to get things set up. Got some more equipment to do yet, some lights and that kind of stuff, but just kind of wanted to touch base with you guys again. Wanted to talk a little bit about the USRA banquet that happened last night. Wanted to congratulate all the winners that were able to receive their trophies and checks, and a big shout out to Rodney Schweitzer. Rodney Schweitzer picked up the win of the stock car there at the banquet last night. Some of you may have seen me post that on our Facebook page. And also want to give a big shout out to five-time National IMCA Mod Light champion Dylan Rafferty for picking up the win in the IMCA Winter Nationals out in Arizona this weekend. We talked a little bit about this in our last podcast, about kind of how the format was going to go, some things like that. This is going to be a recorded podcast that you'll be able to then log in on Monday mornings once a week and listen to the interviews, see the videos, that kind of stuff. Not every interview will be done in-house here at the Checkered Flag Studios. Some will be done at the racetrack. I also have just purchased a drone, so we're going to have some overhead shots, along with a lot of some B-roll, as they call it, of things that are happening in the Kansas City area. So, going to be excited to see that. I kind of made a little faux pas, if you will, on the last one. Our first episode will air on YouTube and Spotify and Apple Podcast on March 9th. We'll be interviewing on March 8th, so I apologize for that little bit of confusion there. But again, all you got to do is share and like our pages. Eventually here in the next, I want to say 3 weeks, I should have a URL up so that you guys can scan that, along with, I've talked with all the racetracks. They're going to be putting up a banner for us with that URL so you can direct people there to go and get that. So excited to know about that. Things are happening. Still early in the season. Racers are getting body work done and wraps done, finish up those last touches. But we've got races starting here as soon as March 27th at US 36 Raceway, with the World of Outlaws returning to US 36. So I'm going to be excited to be there for that. I'm going to be there. I'm working on some interviews now with some of those drivers so that we can have those for the show prior to, and then also the next show after that. So excited to see that. Schedules are out for I-35 Speedway, Valley Speedway, Electric City Speedway, and Nevada Speedway. Those 4 racetracks have them out. I did talk to John Bowler, and he's hoping to have the 36 Raceway schedule out here within the next week or so. And also did talk to Pete Howie about theirs. They're trying to work on that right now as we speak, trying to get that out, but we have new management. Kind of got to give them a little bit of grace, if you will, along with Bob King at Central Missouri Speedway, just taking possession of that racetrack here about not quite 20-some days ago. So still working to get those figured out. Really the only new news I have is that it looks like we're going to be having, and sorry about that, I just messed up my screen. It looks like we're going to have 3 racetracks here in Kansas City that will be going to the USRA Hobby Stock Division. That will be I-35 Speedway, Electric City Speedway, and also US 36. US 36, when I was speaking with John, there's going to be a transition year. Don't know what those rules are going to be yet on how that's going to work. So keep an eye on the US 36 Dirt Facebook page to get that information, as these promoters are working very hard to get that information out to you as quick as they can. Along with the that happening, excuse me, let me get to my other screen here. just wanted to do a quick, just a quick drop here. Get super excited about our podcast upcoming, starting this new venture. So please like, share, invite, if you will, other people that you think might. And if you're a racer and you have a race page, please follow us so I can follow you back, so I can get some of that information. Also, I'm going to be at Nevada Speedway on April 4th. April 4th will be their opening night. I'm going to be up in the tower a little bit with Andy. I talked to Jerry down at Nevada earlier this week. But they're going to be having their first ever Ozark late model racing series in the house that evening. I did talk to Bodie Gamble, the guy that's going to be running that. We're going to be doing an interview with him down there, along with some of their 25 champs that'll be on the show also. So just a little bit about what we've got planned for the upcoming season here and our upcoming new adventure. Thank you once again for liking and sharing. Again, invite friends so that we can get this followers up as much as possible, and go support your local racetrack.